You're a stubborn one. I see now why they say you're a werewolf. Starting to tire. She appears to be stalking me. Your desire for eternal slumber shall be granted. The end has come. Be a good girl and stay dead this time. And so I was reborn like a phoenix emerging from the flame. I no longer needed umbrella. A new horizon stretched out before me. I had risen beyond the human race and cheated death itself, leaving nothing to oppose me.
Unfortunately, Capcom also got to Lisa Trevor in Umbrella Chronicles as well and ended up ruining that, as well as everything else in this game. Lisa Trevor was one of the saving graces of the original Resident Evil, a creatively designed and creepily introduced ultra baddie of the T-Virus experimentations and a good subject for the world building that Capcom was going for back in the 90s. Lisa Trevor was a little girl who was the daughter of the architect of the Spencer Mansion, who ended up getting completely fucked over because basically Umbrella needed to kill him for very vague reasons as well, but they ended up using his wife and daughter as experimental subjects. The wife died because she didn't get on with the T-Virus very well. Lisa Trevor was able to stabilize a lot better and did not get over the death of her mom very well, which is why she is now wearing her face on her face so that Lisa Trevor can give her face back when she inevitably finds her corpse, is what I think the plot is. Like I said, it's incredibly creepy stuff, and I really wish that you could see the second face on Lisa Trevor a lot better, because it is incredibly creepy. It hides her actual face. And her infected face is incredibly fucked up. A lot more so than the regular zombies that you find throughout the game. It's just an incredibly well-written and horribly disturbing backstory for this creature. Also, because she bonded with the T-Virus so well, she also gained immortality, which also meant that she technically wasn't a boss fight in the original Resident Evil. I say technically because you could say it either way that that she was or wasn't, but you never got to kill her. We do get to technically kill her now because even though she's technically immortal, she really isn't going to survive the self-destruction of the Spencer Mansion. Although if they did bring her back in subsequent sequels, that would be pretty freaking awesome because her design would be even more fucked up than it is already for having survived an explosion. But unfortunately, her boss fight really isn't up to much, because Lisa Trevor basically relies entirely on her own immortality, which she is self-aware of. She just walks slowly towards Wesker, and like another boss fight in this series that did the exact same thing, I think it was Ivan that I complained about, is that she takes such an absurd amount of damage to knock into her stun animation and free you from getting hit by Lisa, that it's just completely ridiculous. Mostly because for long parts of this boss fight, all she does is stand in one place. She's barely classified as a moving target. It's completely ridiculous. Everything else about her was good, but they didn't do anything to freshen up her combat. They didn't do anything besides give her a very trembling melee attack, and that was about it. Now that she's even more fucked up and the T-Virus is starting to evolve and tentacles are now sprouting out of her face, they don't actually do anything other than look weird. And that's just the icing on the cake right there, the complete lack of potential that reintroducing Lisa Trevor and actually showing us the end of her character arc in being killed by a chandelier just says everything about not only this boss fight, this Wesker section, but the entire game as a whole. That they keep taking the iconic monsters of these Resident Evil games and just completely shitting all over them in every way that they can think of. This on-rails shooter idea, Capcom did not add anything to the game that you were building, and all it's doing is just taking away things and disappointing people who would be all in for the nostalgic notes that you're hitting, but you're hitting them so discordantly that all that's making them do is shake their damn heads and wonder why they bought this game.